Welcome to Oatemeni Experience.
David, Wingo Armor. Many of my African brothers and sisters did not make it through the Middle Passage.
What is this do I see? A new set of colonizers coming to invade?
You are just in time for the Big Jose Festival.
Hello, I am Mrs. Chin and this is my husband shop. Now we sell rice, flour, cornmeal and chippy moi. Chip chip.
Welcome to Jamaica today.
In the beginning, this was a virgin island where flora and fauna reigned supreme. In the midst of all this pristine beauty lived the first known inhabitants, the Tainos.
Doctor!
The Tainos came to Jamaica from the South American mainland in the year 600 AD, and their population rose in numbers to approximately 600,000. Their original name for Jamaica was Jamaica. The Taino man was seldom at home, as he was always out hunting for wild animals or at sea catching fish for his family. He and his family lived in huts or caves like this one. The Taino woman wore no clothes unless she was married. The woman took care of the garden plots for food, made cassava bread, wove cotton, and carried water to their village. In 1494, the Spanish ships came a-calling to the Caribbean region, and life was never the same for the Tainos again. Led by the fearless Christopher Columbus, the Spanish enslaved the Tainos as laborers on farms, where crops were cultivated for export to Spain. This was very hard work compared to what the Tainos were accustomed to. Some died from diseases like measles and smallpox, which were brought here by the Spanish, while others fled to the hills to find solace and freedom. The Spanish called those who ran away Cimarrons. Within 30 years, the original stock of Tainos became extinct in Jamaica. Today, the only physical evidence of the Tainos in Jamaica is the retention of their likeness on the Jamaican coat of arms.
Buenos días, amigos. Se nos estuvo mi gente, los españoles, aquí en Jamaica. Aquí en Jamaica todavía sería una tierra de madera y agua. ¿No comprende? Okay, say it for you in English. If it weren't for my people, the Spanish, led by my cousin, Señor Christopher Columbus, Jamaica would just still be land of wood and water. When Señor Columbus led a band of brave men from Spain to discover the New World, they said he was a madman. After many weeks at sea, the green hills of Jamaica beckoned. With lots of faith and God's help, we walked onto this island and claimed it in the name of Queen Isabella of Spain. And what did we find? The Tainos. A bunch of half-naked heathens who worship their own gods called Zemis. Senor Columbus did not travel without a priest. So the first thing we did was to build churches and give the natives a true religion, Christianity. The Jews were not far behind. We came looking for gold and introduced sugar cane, which became a cash crop. The Tainos weren't accustomed to such hard work. Many of them fell ill and died, some from diseases we brought back from Europe. So what did my people do? We looked to Africa for a good crop of strong black men and women. The Africans work like horses, giving all of us time to relax in the shade and enjoy the good life. The Spaniards built houses like this on the north coast at Seville, which was our first capital in Jamaica. It was the Spanish who introduced a wide range of animals to Jamaica. Under the Spanish, agriculture flourished, and we became the envy of the outside world, who fought us for this paradise island. To give us more safety, we built a new city on the south. We created San Diego de la Vega, where we could celebrate our own culture. Unfortunately, those greedy British and their buccaneers, they fought us to the ground and took control over Jamaica in 1655, hombre. Today, San Diego de la Vega has become a Spanish town, and the solid stone walls are a living testimony to what the Spaniards gave to Jamaica.
Thank you. It was just a bad dream. Just a bad dream. A dream that keeps coming back. Ever since that day I ran away from Bakramasa's plantation. My name is Zibango, and like my African brothers and sisters, I was captured in my village in the motherland and brought to Jamaica on slave ships like this. We were all captured in West Africa. Some were Congo, Mandingo, some Koromanti, and others Ashanti like me. We were bought and sold like cattle. Then I was sent to work as a slave on their sugar plantation. The work was hard. We got no pay. And Bakramasa and Busha were not afraid to whip us like they did to stray dogs. One day, I could take it no more, so I decided to run away. One Sunday morning when the Massa and his missus was gone to church, I went up to the big house for my wife, Mekimbe, who was lucky to work there as the housemaid. In a flash, Makimbe and me, we were running through the bushes, running for our lives, running to freedom. What's coming? What's coming? Then all of a sudden, a shot rang out. Makimbe! What's coming? Makimbe! In the distance, I could see Butcher coming on his horse with his long shotgun. I did not stay to become another victim or martyr. I ran away to the beat of an African drum. I got away, but some were not so lucky. Many years later, even after emancipation, some were caught and hung like a bowl Baptist deacon named Paul Bogle.
Let them hang Paul Bogle high, for it will not be in vain. Man was born to be free. Let me be a dead, free black man.
The colonial masters, they stole our freedom, but they couldn't kill our African dignity. They couldn't kill our spirit, our touch, our souls. So when the night came, we played our drums, which transported us back to freedom in Mother Africa through a dance called Kumina.
bet you did not expect to find great houses in Jamaica like this one. And owned by me to boot. Behind me is a little more than a great house. It's called King's House. In Jamaica we have no kings, but we do have a queen, who is still our head of state. The Queen's representative, our Governor General, lives there. Yes, I was born in Jamaica. My father was an Englishman who settled here after we booted out the Spanish. As a child, I was sent to England to get an education and to learn to speak and behave like an English gentleman. Meanwhile, my father and others from Scotland and Ireland perfected the African slave trade, making the sugar plantations flourish. All over the island, sugar mills dotted the landscape as the cane fields produced liquid gold and sugar. We made so much money exporting rum and sugar to England that we started living better than those back home. We lived like kings and queens in our great houses while we built churches for the slaves so that they could have redemption when they died and went to heaven. Believe it or not, some of us did have a conscience, like my distant cousin George William Gordon, a rich landowner who was the progeny of a white man and a black woman. Some pastors and rich landowners petitioned Queen Victoria back home in England to abolish slavery. The local governors did not think kindly of these pleas of conscience, and some activists were arrested on trumped-up charges and sentenced to death.
I state solemnly now before my Maker and before this court that I never knew from Paul Bogle or from any other person of any intended insurrection in this parish.
All this was to no avail, and George William Gordon was hung by a rope, a lesson to all those who had similar intent. He did not die in vain. In 1834, slavery was abolished in Jamaica. In 1962, the English granted Jamaica independence, leaving the natives to govern themselves. Tell you the truth, not much has changed. The African descendants now have the political power, but people like me still control the economy and the real wealth. God save the Queen.
After the abolition of slavery, India provided fertile ground for a new crop of laborers for the British plantations. Starting in 1845, Hindus and Muslims came across the oceans to Jamaica to work as contract laborers in the cane fields. This was the start of a new life in a new and different land under foreign masters. The white man ruled with an iron fist as the Indians assumed the roles normally reserved for the African slaves. We were working in the cane fields for very long hours and very little money. This was much more than we expected to perform when we were first persuaded to come. At the end of the contract, some of us went back to India, while others stayed on in Jamaica to work as farmers, fishermen, and jewelers. During all this, we never gave up our Indian heritage.
Yes, I know you're wondering how I got here. I'm a fourth-generation Jamaican whose great-great-grandparents were among the first Chinese to arrive in Jamaica from Hong Kong in 1854. By the latter part of the 18th century, the British had huge sugar factories, which still needed cheap labor as much as it needed raw sugarcane. With the Indian fallout, the British turned to the Chinese mainland for more cheap labor to replace the Indians in the Jamaican cane field. If you think the Indians couldn't manage the hard work in the cane fields, it was even more frustrating for us, the Chinese. Back home in mainland China, my people were good traders. So we created small grocery shops here to cater to the needs of the Indians and the freed Africans. I grew up working in one such shop. As the Chinese continued to integrate in the Jamaican society, the dragon dance still evoked memories of the motherland.
No sun will shine in my day to day. No sun will shine. The high yellow moon won't come out to play. Won't come out to play. I said darkness, darkness has come in my light and has changed my day.
Hey, listen up. That was Bob Marley when he was very, very young, singing with the Wailers and Irish song. Marley and reggae is now world renowned, and through the efforts of many, our music has grown. Ja Rastafari. Rastafari is a religion given birth at yard. Some say Haile Selassie is the living God, but in Jamaica, Christianity continues to flow with Hindus, Muslims, Buddhists, and Jews in tow. Jamaica, Jamaica. Me say Jamaica, Jamaica. My Lord. Some worship in small church, others in cathedral, while some get baptized when them go dip and fall. Ah. In one of the many rivers that run to the sea, Dunn's River Falls is the best. You will agree. Hey, it's long time now Britannia rule. They taught us English and sent us to school. Jamaica, Jamaica. It's we who really run things on this rock, with the Prime Minister from our own stock. Kingston is the head of this nation state, where some have it hard, others finding it great. Doctors, lawyers, beggarman and thief. We have we own a army, own a police chief. We manufacture things for home and abroad. All across the globe you'll find things from yard. Our backside industry continues to grow. On our beautiful beaches you'll never find snow. Jamaica, Jamaica. We say Jamaica, Jamaica. Our universities prepare young ones to take charge. With good education, Jamaicans living large. In the field of sports, we have made our name, showing the world we are good at the game. Marcus Garvey, a very proud black man, said no matter where we come from, we all Africans. Jamaicans really shine when you check for the arts. Our creative output gives us a head start. When we start for dance, we get in a trance, something from the soul, not just a jump and prance. Sure. So now we come back to where we start. To reggae music that sets us apart. To feel the music, you have to move your feet. Then you'll understand how the music's sweet. Dance to the music and make your body move. Move to the rhythm and get in at the groove. Jamaica, Jamaica, alright.
Go past Sleepy Falmouth in Trelawney, and a short distance from Starfish Resort is Orange Grove Great House, an icon of the plantation era. The plantation house provides a backdrop for Oatemeni Experience, Jamaica's most exciting attraction. People from home and abroad have been flocking here to discover and learn about Jamaica's story that runs from Taino to Rasta.
Ja Rastafari, my lord.
Welcome to Oatemeni Experience.
Before your journey begins, wander to the portal of the sugar mill that was built in 1793. Next door is Noah's Ark, where you will find the cutest animals.
The Tainos lived in huts or caves like this one. The Taino woman wore no clothes unless she was married.
When Señor Columbus led a band of brave men from Spain to discover the New World, they said he was a madman.
Forgive me, please. Give me a chance. No more shots. No more shots. Thank you. Thank you. It was just a bad dream. We were bought and sold like cattle. Then I was sent to work as a slave on their sugar plantation. In a flash, Makimbe and me, we were running through the bushes, running for our lives.
In Jamaica, the African traditions survive even today.
Behind me is a little more than a great house. It's called King's House. In Jamaica we have no kings, but we do have a queen.
A new set of colonizers coming to invade.
After emancipation, the Indians came.
Starting in 1845, Hindus and Muslims came across the oceans to Jamaica to work as contract laborers in the cane fields.
You are just in time for the Big Jose Festival.
The Chinese were not far behind.
As the Chinese continued to integrate in the Jamaican society, the dragon dance still evoked memories of the motherland.
Modern Jamaica gave birth to our best-known product, reggae. At Oatemeni Experience, you'll discover the pulsating rhythms of reggae and dance to the magic of the inner city. Stop in our gift shop and take home something to remind you of this marvelous experience. Before you go, remember to stop by our dryland beach where you will dance and enjoy a tasty treat. Come, bring the family for an exciting interactive journey through time. Be a Jamaican for a day at Oatemeni Experience.
Oatemeni Experience is here to tantalize your senses.
We were bought and sold like cattle.
Jamaica welcomes the birth of an exciting entertainment experience at Cooper's Pen, just outside of Falmouth.
People like me still control the economy.
Those greedy British and their buccaneers.
Mr. Jamaica, Jamaica!
Bring the whole family and share the real Jamaica at Oatemeni Experience.
Last experience starts 3 p.m. daily.
Welcome to Oatemeni Experience.
David,
Gusto.
Oatemeni Experience is here to tantalize your senses.
We are going to the place where the African experience will be laid bare.
They brand us and sell us as animals.
A new set of colonizers coming to invade.
you are just in time.
This is my husband's shop.
Bring the whole family and share the real Jamaica at Oatemeni Experience.
Last experience starts 3 p.m. daily.